So I'm finishing up Idaho for the winter, and I have a couple other places I want to see before I write it all off. So the first spot is these old Indian paintings, which look really interesting. You could see there's a parking spot, then we could hike in on this road, and all along this wall is petroglyphs. So we're going to have a look at all of that. And then adjacent to it is the town of Darlington right here. It's an old farming town. And on historical imagery, I found this pioneer cemetery. I don't know what's left. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but I do want to see that. So we're going to make a trip out to that cemetery as well as this old farm town. After all of that, outside of the town of McKee, I found something really interesting on Google Earth. There's this mysterious old structure just sitting in the desert. Not really sure. It looks kind of small, maybe a house or a shed or something. But we're going to turn off this road and have a look at that. And this is all just in this one valley right around Arco and McKee, Idaho area. And we're going to have a look at all of that because winter's coming soon. And I want to finish up Idaho so we could head off to Nevada, Utah area, anywhere I could film in the winter with less snow. This is the parking area, and the petroglyphs are supposed to be right down into this canyon at these rock walls. There's the signage. That's how you know we're in the right area. So these petroglyphs date back to the 1700s to the early 1800s. It's just insane to think about how old these are, and they're still here. It is amazing. Like, I wonder what they were thinking about when they made these, you know? Obviously, that one is of a person. But then what's this huge thing that looks almost like a fish in a way? And then a really tall person. Look at that. It looks almost like a monster. Huge legs. Just going way up. That's crazy to look at, isn't it? Over 200 years old, at least. Got the lizard person, and then whatever that was supposed to be. Looks like a face, doesn't it? That's what that one looks like. Oh, even more too. Check it out. This is awesome, and they're just all along this wall. On this outcropping is some more petroglyphs. Look at the size of these rocks. Just huge cliffs. These ones are more faint. I'm assuming they just got washed out over time. But then this whole rock is all carved out. Oh, that's so cool. Check that waterfall out. It's just this tiny trickle of a spring. This small waterfall is not from snowmelt. There's a spring up above known as Big Spring. So I was hiking back, and these are the petroglyphs we've seen all along here. But then I went up and looked to the right of me, and this is not something I seen on the way up. There's even more up here. Let's check them out real quick. The last petroglyphs. This one, the rock has chipped away. What are you doing, Lee? What you doing way over there? We've seen them. I'm pretty sure we've seen all of them now. So now I'm gonna hike down and continue on the road. The view's amazing. I love this place. Right now we're rolling into Darlington, Idaho, which is just a small town agriculture community, but they have a pioneer cemetery, and that's what I'm interested in checking out. It's straight across on this road. While the town isn't abandoned, most of the buildings are. Like this old school diner, look at that. So you would have had the diner right there, and then veering off was the old saloon, I assume. It kind of looks like a saloon, but I don't know. It's all abandoned now. Maybe it was like apartments. Old Darlington Cemetery, there's a new one. So 1919, 1919. Yeah, it's just all early 1900. I always like seeing these pioneer cemeteries, especially in agriculture places where you notice a lot of the family, it's never new blood. It'll be like some relative in the 1800s. And then you'll see the last names and they're all related to people of recent. Kind of crazy. Darlington, Idaho began in the late 1800s as a small agriculture settlement in Butte County, serving local ranchers and farmers along the Big Lost River. It acted as a modest community hub with a school, post office, and a handful of businesses supporting the local homesteads. Just outside the town lies the Darlington Pioneer Cemetery, established in the late 19th century as a final resting place for early settlers and ranching families. This is what I spotted on Google Maps. Unfortunately, it's not anything we could really see, and I mean, it's just a storage area, and you really never know. It just goes to prove anything you see on satellite maps, you don't know what it is until you get to that spot. Half the time it's a loss, half the time it's something awesome. This time, it's just an old storage on private property. I'm on public land right now, but this fence separates the two. Now, what's interesting is I wonder why they built it out here. Yeah, it's cool though. And now we're gonna just head up towards camp, make camp somewhere. I want to have a look though. I think it was still worth it. The town below us is McKee, Idaho. So really neat area. Definitely worth a visit if you're into ghost towns and old ruins.